Hey everybody, this is Robius5991 here with Online Knights, and today I'm here to bring you another Halo 4 Forge map showcase. So today's map is entitled Hydrolics, and it has been submitted to us via the Honorary Knight system by Assassinated117. So today's map is a specifically Dominion featuring map. This is awesome. It's got some very unique aesthetics and mechanics to it, and it ends up really working well with the whole Dominion concept and giving you a pretty fun experience when you're playing the map. So this was just a little brief flyover so you can see all the separate areas. And we'll start here. So this is alpha base. Blue team tends to spawn closer to alpha base, and they will definitely go ahead and capture that right at the beginning. I'll show you how the fortifications work shortly after. It's got some pretty cool ones. And as they work their way up here, you're going to see there are multiple ways to maneuver yourself. This little base here will have a turret on it, and you got a few computers back here, and you got two other entry points. So this is a good attacking point. If you have a jetpack, if you're on the enemy team, this is a great way to slip into the base. Kind of counters the strong structure that you'll notice at the front, because it's basically like a back door to easily access it. Once it's fortified, they have access to a mantis. They have two turrets, they got a few barricades, and what's pretty cool is it actually bars off one of the doors. So right here you can see the antennas will spawn in, and they will push through, and they will close off a door. So unless you have a jetpack or you can jump over it properly, there is no way to get in. And that's kind of the point. It kind of forces you to use these upper tunnels or the side doors. So once again, this is the fortified position. They got the few barricades, turrets, and mantis. So it may seem that this base does have a technical advantage while playing, but you're going to notice that the rock structures in the bases actually render the mantis almost useless while it moves forward. So this is Bravo base. It is very submerged into the rock right now. You have a cool teleporter concept, which I'll explain in a little bit. But the whole idea is there's only a few access points to this. You can slip it in through the two different cave tunnels. So this is a pretty tricky position to hold, because you can easily just cram a few players in and crush them. But what you're going to notice is the Banshee, which spawns here, has a very interesting spawning ability. So this is just a little bit of gameplay for me with the actual lighting of the map. So I was just trying to fire at the enemy there, doing my best to capture the position. You can spawn all the way back there even, and actually did pretty good here. Managed to pull off a triple kill on them. You got this cool metallic based plating over there, in which at the end a binary rifle will spawn. Anyways, this is how you work your way down here. This is awesome. It's got these really cool computer monitors to it. I definitely like the look of it. I mean, it's pretty awesome. So when I saw the Banshee spawn here, I didn't actually understand what it was doing down here. I figured it was pretty useless. But you're going to see in a second how this is going to work out for the controlling team. So this is the other entry point here. So there's the two ones kind of facing each other there. There's a few line of sight blockers between them, which kind of make it a little trickier. So it's all good, and it's well planned actually. And anyways, up here, so you're going to see the Banshee will be taken by a player inside the base. He will activate it, and then using the system here with the teleporter, the Banshee will automatically be ported off to the top there. So it kind of cuts off the fact that anybody can just steal the Banshee. It really makes you want to hold the inside of that base to the best of your abilities, because the Banshee will be safe within. So this is me trying to move in on Charlie base from Bravo, and we ended up pulling a double kill there, and then it's a full assault force to the front. They have a few turrets here, so you want to be careful, because unless these things are EMP'd, they actually have an amazing range here. They got a very nice open area to just fire at you from. As you can see, we were losing our base on the other side, but I figured I'd just come over and put up a turret, kind of cover this position here. And yeah, so this is Charlie base. Over here you can see it's a very open concept as compared to Alpha base. It's got the two huge hydraulic areas that kind of really cut off line of sights and gives their players a lot of cover. And you got this awesome hovering vehicle, which I'm going to show you a little bit more of in a second. So it kind of utilizes the different terrains as it chooses which vehicles you get to get. So as I said, the Mantis is very trapped on the other side because there's a lot of close range with the rocks. It's not very useful, and it's very easily destroyed unless it can get out to the open, in which case it's even more vulnerable though. And anyways, here's the main terminal for this base. Like I said, very simple concept, very wide open. And as you're going to move your way around the sides, you're going to notice... Oh, sorry, I'm actually going to show you a little bit of gameplay first. This is me with a rocket launcher here. And moving my way in, managed to take out a player and a turret. And as I move myself around, I had my active camo going, and this is our full-on charge on Charlie base. We were moving in with our rockets, managed to take out another one of the turrets. But what happens is they will usually spawn inside the base, although there are occasional spawns on the outer areas, so you can try to utilize that to take them out. It's not necessarily a great strategy, but I mean, as you can see here, I managed to pull off a hit on an AFK, but I was quickly overwhelmed by the other players who spawned in the back of the base. This is actually JKR's guest who came in and just owned me. So as I was saying, if you look at this side of the base here, you have the awesome levitating, hovering machine, whatever you want to call it. It's got some great aesthetics to it. So you can see there's a ghost that spawns up there, but you're going to think, how the heck am I supposed to be up there? Well, actually, it uses this cool mechanism. So you just actually need to be underneath the vehicle, and it will give you the access to spawn the ghost. So the ghost here is amazing. Just because it's so wide open around this base, it can maneuver so quickly. I was really surprised. I thought it was going to be completely outmatched, but it actually ends up being an incredible tool because there are so many open areas for it to splatter players. So these are all the players we want to thank for helping us test out the map. As usual, we really appreciate it, guys. It was a lot of fun. It's a pretty unique Dominion map, and it works some pretty good concepts into it, so I enjoyed that a lot. If you want to have your own map featured, please check the link to the video for the honorary knight system at the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.